Hello, young explorers, and welcome. Are you ready to go on an amazing journey into the animal world? Oh, I am so excited you're here. To get our brains all warmed up, let's start with a super fun guessing game.
Okay, here's our first riddle. I have fins that help me swim, and people really like to keep me as a pet. What am I? What do you think it could be? Go on, shout out your guess.
It's a fish. That's it. If you guessed fish, give yourself a big pat on the back. Awesome job. Ready for the next one?
All right, riddle number 2. I have a big hump on my back, and I live in a really hot sandy desert. Which animal could that be? Think really hard. Do you have it? Let me hear you.
A camel! Yes! You guys are turning into animal experts already. Okay, we've got one last one. Okay, here it is, our last riddle for the game. I have a really long trunk and super big ears. You can find me living in the jungle. What am I? I'll give you a hint. It's a very big animal.
An elephant! Of course it is. Wow, you did a great job with those riddles, explorers. That was a super fun way to start. Now, let's really dive into our adventure.
So, our first big question is, where do all these different animals actually live? I mean, they don't all live in the same house, right? Let's go find out.
Think about your own home. It's that special, cozy place where you feel safe and have everything you need. Well, animals have special homes too. Have you ever wondered what we call an animal's home? There's actually a special science word for it.
It's called a habitat. A habitat is the natural home where an animal lives. It's the place where they can find all their food, get a drink of water, and have a safe spot to sleep and raise a family. So just like your house is your habitat, a forest might be a bear's habitat. And wow, just look at all these different kinds of homes. Animal habitats can be almost anywhere you can imagine. For some, home is the deep blue ocean. For others, it could be a super hot desert, a huge green forest, the snowy, freezing cold Arctic, or even a tiny, cozy burrow deep underground.
And because there are so many different habitats, we can actually sort animals into groups based on where they live. It's kind of like when you clean your room. You might put all your cars in one box and all your dolls in another. Well, we can do the exact same thing with animals.
Let's learn some really cool new words. So, animals that live on land, like a rabbit, are called terrestrial. Can you try saying that with me? Terrestrial. Great! And animals that live in the water, like dolphins, are called aquatic. Animals that live up in the trees, like monkeys, are arboreal. And the ones that fly high in the air, like birds, are called aerial. Wow, you just learned some big science words.
Awesome. So we know where animals live. But now for the next big question. What's for dinner? Let's find out what's on the menu in the animal world.
First up, we have the herbivores. These are the plant eaters. They absolutely love to munch and crunch on grass, leaves, and juicy fruits. If you love eating salads and apples, you kind of eat like a herbivore.
Next, we have the carnivores. These animals are the meat eaters. Lions and wolves, for example, hunt other animals for their food. And you know what? That's a totally natural and important part of how things work in the wild.
And then there are the omnivores. Can you say that one? Omnivore. These animals are not picky at all. They eat both plants and animals. A bear, for instance, might snack on some berries and then go catch a fish. They like a little bit of everything.
Now here's a fun thought for you. Did you know that you are probably an omnivore too? Yep. If you've ever had chicken with a side of carrots, or maybe a hamburger that has lettuce on it, then guess what? You're an omnivore because you eat both plants and meat.
Okay, this next part is so cool. We're going to talk about all the amazing body parts that help animals survive and do amazing things in their habitats. Let's check them out.
So every animal has special parts that are like their very own superpowers. An elephant's long trunk, it works like a super handy arm to grab leaves from tall trees. And it's like a built-in straw for drinking water. A lion's big, fluffy mane isn't just to look cool. It's like a helmet that protects its neck. A bird's wings and feathers are perfectly made for catching the wind and flying way up high. And a deer's antlers? They help it stay safe and show how strong it is. Isn't that amazing?
We share this whole wonderful world with all of these amazing animals. They're basically our neighbors. So a really important question is, how can we be good friends and good helpers to them?
Being an animal's best friend is actually really easy, and it's so important.
Number 1, we can always be gentle and kind. Number 2, you could even put out a little bowl of water for birds on a hot day. Number 3, we can help keep their homes clean just by making sure our trash always goes in the trash can. And number 4, when there are loud noises like fireworks, being quiet can help animals not get so scared. See? Simple.
Phew! What an incredible adventure we've had exploring the animal world together. We've learned so much. Before we go, let's do a super fast look back at everything we discovered today.
Okay, so today we learned that all animals live in special homes called habitats. We found out that animals can be herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores, depending on what they eat. We saw that they have amazing body parts with special jobs, and maybe the most important thing, we learned that every single one of us can be a kind helper to animals. You are now official animal explorers. So I have one last, very important question for you. Think about everything we just talked about. What is one kind thing that you will do for an animal this week? Thanks so much for exploring with me today. Bye for now.